Yo, Crypto Nation and mining family, what's going on out there? Ooh, I just noticed that too.
Yeah, I was like, oh, what's up?
What's
How are y'all
up,
doing out there, DCA Adventure? I'm Crypto Michael, and I got my home dog over here,
Yo,
Nemesis. What's going on, everybody? How is everybody out there? What's up, Sarth? How are you doing? Crypto Mining Lifer. Last piece of the puzzle. Gundy, Shinek Diesel, Nefarious. How are all of you doing this evening? Hello to some of you again for the second time today. Some of you caught me earlier this morning on Serpent's channel.
Yo, so how did that go?
It was fun, dude. It was fun. Just going in there chit-chatting in the morning. Of course, we had quite a bit to talk about with the Ethereum Classic stuff that was going on.
Yeah,
so
no kidding.
that took up quite a bit of our time just in there talking about that. And
oh yeah,
it's been a nightmare.
Tech Man's like, homies in the house. Yes.
What up? What's up, Ralph Cooper? What's good, GPU Jesus and the gun? What's up, dude? Almost the whole gang here. Almost. Just deep in the mind, though.
Hey, what's going on, Andy? I guess he's up over by him, or he has Andy watching us.
Oh.
That is awesome.
Nice. Yeah, so, I mean, on a lighter bit of news, my Ethereum Classic payout that was in the pool went through.
Wow, that took forever, huh?
I mean, I'm not going to be mad because they said that to suspend all payouts and everything. So, I mean, if it actually went through, I'm waiting on my wallet to load up. But, yeah, I don't know. It's been an interesting day just due to all the Ethereum classicness of what's been going on, the nightmare behind it, and Ethereum pumping as high as it has today. Like we're almost at 390 as we speak.
Whew.
Pretty close to 400. I mean, I haven't seen Ethereum to 400 in quite a while.
Right. Some people are calling for
weird,
Bitcoin's pumping, and now Bitcoin should cool off, and everybody's expecting to see the alts to pick up to kind of match pace with Bitcoin, as Bitcoin kind of stalls out just a little bit, going, come on guys, going up, come on.
Catch up.
If y'all don't come up with us.
My Ethereum Classic payout did fully come through into the wallet. Full send. So.
Right, because typically the confirmation time, you need 105 confirmations.
So no mining after dark intro? For shame. What?
Oop,
I don't know what you're talking about.
I rolled the wrong one probably, or we could just roll the one that he really likes here.
Curse on all your houses. That's just rude, Gundy.
Whoa, he's taking
cursing our houses and everything, man.
Right. I don't know what you're talking about. We rolled it. What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis?
Yes. He says can't win with ETC. I hope they get it straightened out. I hope so. I don't know. It's like I was talking about earlier. I find it weird for this to happen. Again. I talked with them about this a little bit earlier today. you know, and he had a different, kind of a little bit of a different view of what I was thinking, which is cool. So I don't know. It's I just hate to see this happen, and I hate to see that they're blaming it on a miner being offline, and there's just no way for that to even be possible.
The only
And
way,
maybe there's more to the story than
the
we
only
know.
way that that's possible is that's basically a 51% attack, but they did it off chain. So what they did was that they loaded themselves up and watched all the transactions that were coming through.
Yeah.
And they were mining their own chain until they knew they were ahead, and then they submitted it. Which, if that's the case, that means the original hack never got fixed.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Because if it was truly an offline miner, and he wasn't trying to do anything wrong, as soon as he was offline and his wallet stopped connecting out, he would have never seen a single transaction. His machines would have just been sitting there cycling for nothing. Offline's offline. You ain't getting no blocks. You just wasted energy. But he was still mining a chain, which meant that his wallet was connecting out, but he was running a double instance of that wallet. And then he merged his wallets together.
Looks like someone's attacking it right now, dude. In my honest opinion. I don't want to see this. Go back and have to chat with me. Screen share. You should be seeing CoinGecko, right?
Yeah.
So here we go. Look at this weird Cointron. Had no hash rate really. 28 gigahashes. Boom. Boom. Terahashes. 31%. That spike in hash rate.
Oh, yeah.
Which is from nowhere else than right here. I mean, well, then 2 miners had a spike. It looks like it was just an up and down spike. B-pool went up a little bit. Because right here is the dip. Here's when it all happened, was about right here. Because here's 2 miners, and they were running 268 gigahashes. And then when it happened, dude, look at this. If I can get it. Look at the dip, dude.
Oh, yeah.
576 mega hashes. That's crazy. And then they came back up a little bit, but not recovered. So, I don't know. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's gonna. This one's interesting.
Because here was the thing: the 300 blocks.
3,000.
3,000 blocks got a forfeit. About 12 hours worth of mining.
All right, nodes are knocked offline. This was a vulnerability that got exploited.
Jason Osborne says, do you think YouTube should do more about the cryptocurrency scam videos that is plaguing YouTube and scam videos being?
This is my
They
opinion.
straight out came out and said that if you fall for it, it is not their fault.
They're basically getting paid so much money to do this that they're like, alright, do whatever.
Yep.
They know what's going on. It is completely, blatantly obvious.
What's up, Grits? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, dude. Like they know what's going on. They're very aware. So yeah. So it appears at some point there was a 51% attack that was executed on the network, and there is where things got worse. It seems that there was a different node supporting the Ethereum Classic network is actually using a different weight algorithms that determine the case of the network split, which should take precedence. Ethereum, and this is on the same situation like talking. Here we go. The Ethereum multi-geth update took away support for Ethereum Classic. If you go here, like here's the multi-geth GitHub. They're saying removal of Ethereum Classic. So, and this was where like 70% of the nodes were on Geth. Yeah, 70% of the network was on that particular node service. So it's crazy, dude. It's super crazy. This morning, this number was down in like the 500s. People left. I mean, I'm not mining it currently.
Yep, neither am I.
I mean, I did get my payout in, so I mean, technically you could go back and mine it, but I mean, I'm currently stuck on mining Ethereum until I get my payout. I'm not going to leave a payout in the pool, so unfortunately I won't be switching off anytime soon, or at least for this coming week or so. So, yeah. I mean, even the developers, they were MIA. People were asking questions in the Discord and no one was answering. But eventually they finally started answering and talking, and everything started going through. So.
Well, I'm sure right when they saw it happen, you know, if they were good developers,
yeah,
they buried their heads in down and went to work trying to solve the issue real quick before they came out and said anything to the public.
Yeah. So right here, he posted, and he's on the dev team, if I'm not mistaken. He works for ETC Core. So he says if you operate in Ethereum,
blow up his picture.
All right, I'll pull it. I got this thing up.
I wonder if this, because like,
so it says if you operate an Ethereum Classic node, please use any of the following clients. And that's ETC Labs, Core Geth, or Hyperledger. Because the Open Ethereum is currently zinking, and they're, as you can see, behind in blocks.
Oh yeah.
So 11 hours ago, so like that's really bad. So if anybody is operating on that chain, that's detrimental. That's not good. Last piece is I'm still mining ETC. Awesome. I hope you're getting payouts.
Right.
Glad you're supporting the network. Because, I mean, in situations like this, people like bail out. You know what I mean? And it's not like particularly great for everyone to bail out of the network. Like if everybody left because of something like this, like the network would be even more vulnerable.
The problem is that it'd be different if this was the first time.
And as in vulnerable, as in there's less people on the pool, so it would be easier to 51%. Mm-hmm. It'd be cheaper for someone to 51%. That's all it is, the cost. It's the cost of what it would be to 51%. So I'm staying in for now, says Grits. First Twitter hack, then Ledger, now this. I mean, we were all due. Everybody was due for it. You know what I mean? So
everybody needs their security tested every so often.
Thank you, Gundy. Appreciate that. Because luckily we have 2 DCA adventure. Luckily we here at DCA adventure have 2 awesome dudes watching out for us. Yeah. Probably people who forked that didn't. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I think.
Always possible. So yeah, that's kind of what was going on. Here's this guy. I don't know.
No, it's
Really
not the
creepy
thing.
looking.
Yeah.
Creepy. So yeah.
It's like I've met somebody that did some of the code that was a developer for them.
Now Ethermine came back up. It's at the top. So there's hash rate bouncing around. I think there's people probably coming back onto the network.
Right.
Seeing that people are getting payouts now, probably. Yeah, like here's the.
Game on.
So the offending miner was using this address right here, right? So we're gonna go Ethereum Classic Explorers. It's Ethereum Classic. We'll try Block Scout too. Hard fork alert. June 1st. A little late. Alright, so where's the Explorer? You listed as an Explorer, but no Explorer. Okay. Whatever. Alright, let's swap that to dark.
Thank God. The world needs to get used to dark mode. You don't need the white to yell at the back of your eyeballs.
Hey, there we go, dude. Look at that. Look at that, man.
13,758 Ethereum Classic.
Ether. So it's hard to it is Ethereum Classic because we're on Ethereum Classics thing. So I guess yeah. All right, good. But I mean, you see, there's no transactions, so nothing's ever been sent out of this wallet. This wallet's just sitting full. Holy blockchain, Batman! Yeah. Token transfers, nothing. No tokens. And, you know, see where he started mining. Right there, he started on the 30th. And just looks like he stopped mining right here. And then things went stale. And if you look down here, he was like slowly accumulating. That's, you know what I mean? Like that's 0. But that's not quite. You know what I mean?
Right.
So 15 hours ago was the last time that he got it, and he got 0.1 ether. So that's just the remnants of him off the block, like him off. Because here I am smiling about 20 ETC, bro. Right? This guy over here got 13,000. Like, that's just crazy. But yeah, 3.2. Like, he was getting a consistent. I mean, it was like every block. Look at that.
I mean, I was smiling whenever I was hitting over like 3 a day.
That's crazy, dude.
I was like, woo, keep going.
Just continuous. So look, there's a block. Let's see. Here's the numbers. Block, all consecutive. He missed a couple. He didn't get those blocks, but they're just consecutive. Missed one there. I missed one. But regardless, like, still.
It was because it was reorging.
Block. It's ridiculous. What else? What kind of tokens or explorers we got? Got a dark mode on this one too?
No.
This one says we got nothing. Oh, okay. It's weird. 13,000. It's like a strange way that they don't tell you. Literally, it says 0.
It's because it's probably that the network is still settling.
Mind blocks 605, but they said 3,000. This one says 605.
Makes me wonder if there was like a bad node, or he found a misbehaving node and exploited on it.
Those LTC gains too, though. Yeah, dude, LTC's been doing good. Gundy says, no matter where you from or what crypto you got, we all smiling right about now. Ain't that the truth? Everybody been doing good. Everything except like compound points are doing good. Contact is world over.
Oh, that's horrible. I've had those days.
So I don't know. So we're gonna check the rich list. See what we got. Who's the richest? Well, he's got $1 billion. That's 9 million ETC.
That might.
9 million. Wow. Anybody else want to smile about 21, about 20 or something? This dude's got 9 million. Like, holy cow. At 8%. Only 8%?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a lot of ETC, but yeah.
Dude has Scrooge McDuck in an ETC. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. Only 67 transactions. Hey, this guy's a true MVP in my opinion. This guy's probably a true miner.
Yep.
Look at that. 4,000 transactions, hitting up in the 3 millions. Only number 8, but he should be number 1. Look at that transaction count.
Right, because he's gotten rid of.
He's working.
Oh yeah.
Either he's bringing them in or sending them out.
And that's kind of how I played the ETC game. It was I'm like, you're gonna help me expand.
We got. I mean, he sold some. Whoever this guy is, 05. He dumped right here.
Yep.
What we got? Dang. 2 million, 2, so 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. 18? 18 million?
Yeah. It's like, damn.
Huh. He's got a lot of tokens too.
Clowns too. Yeah.
So
That's crazy.
homie's not on the rich list, but still, he holds a lot of coins. Let's check the last block export, just to be see what we got. Shows it. No transactions, so this guy's never spent any of it. But he got it. Yep. 70 million of ETC, crazy. Techman says $70 million worth of ETC that guy sold. That's how much that's how he added it up. And that was $70 million. That's absolutely crazy. Jeez. He says, do you think this will pump or dump the price? Man, so that's what I was like, man, is it gonna go up or down? And it's been moving. So ETC.
You'll find out if that person with how he's gonna play this soon. Is he gonna wait for it to do a nice little run up?
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, so if that guy even dumps all the ETC that he mined, maybe he mined on different addresses too. That's very possible. 3,000 blocks to be done. Maybe this was a multiple address situation, but that's just the biggest offender. You know, maybe there's multiple smaller addresses or something. That's always possible. But if he dumps his 13,000, homie number 8 on the rich list just dumped like 18 million, and price just didn't like dump. I mean, maybe he didn't dump it yet, but he moved 18 million. But they were all at different times too, so I would assuming he would be dumping because they were all different days. But how much ETC is available? What's that? 210 million?
Yeah, 210,700,000 circulating supply.
And we're at
116,000 million.
I mean, we ain't far. You know what I mean? Roads slowly closing.
Right, in order for them to survive after that, they've got to have enough people transacting to make the mining worth it. Otherwise, you know, so people aren't gonna...
I'll go here per day. And here's August 1st, right? Here we are. Even if we went back, like, price is going up, even though this, like, this happened right here, you know what I mean? And price didn't change. Didn't stop it. They don't have happenings. They have difficulty bombs.
Yeah, they have difficulty bombs. Well, no, they got a kind of. They've got a kind of a. They've got an Ice Age event, which is a difficulty bomb, but they've also got a transmission reduction.
I mean, people are heavy buying right now, according to CoinGecko. So, and I mean, difficulty's gone down. So, I mean, anybody that's mining
if it's
ETC
pumping right
today,
now, and a lot of people are buying. I mean, we got to check TikTok. See if we got the Doge effect.
Somebody says we still in adoption phase. Just keep calm and hodl.
Right.
I would keep calm if Ethereum Classic actually had like something out there. I mean, really, like, what really are they doing anymore?
The one person that I talked to that has worked with the core devs on ETC,
I'm just being
he was sitting there saying that the main core developers have been basically arguing.
Yeah. So I mean,
You know, you have in-house fighting over a program. They're no longer like really securing everything the way that they should. I mean, during the last hack, they put a Band-Aid out, obviously, and I don't want to dog on ETC. I think it's a great product.
I love ETC. You know, I've been mining it for
I
a few years now.
Heavily supported it.
Yeah. Because you can see in their Discord they are fighting. Yeah. They're just arguing about it. So it's, I don't know. If they're going to fix this, they just need to fork off to a different algorithm, get off of Ethash, but they need to create a product, an actual functionable product, not just being a miner's coin. So that's really, at this point, that's all they are at this point, is the leftovers from Ethereum. At this point.
And all the people that were developing on Ethereum.
Not trying to rag. I love Ethereum Classic. And
all the developers.
I own Ethereum Classic, so.
Right.
It sucks, but.
And you can see that whenever, because like, ETC is a fork off of the Ethereum, and Ethereum forked out away from them. So.
Was it Liberty? Chinook Diesel? I've seen Liberty Pay or Liberty X or whatever it is built into a lot of POS systems that allow you to buy Bitcoin. I think it was Toast. Not sure. ETC mining gains always on par with ETH gains. Yeah, not right now. Ethereum is taking precedence right now. Has been for like last week too. Past couple of days, it's been up at least 30%. You've been making more dollars and more satoshis if you're transferring over to Sats or Bitcoin. You're making 30% more. So I don't know. Hopefully they come up with. Hopefully they quit arguing and figure it out and just like figure it out.
Yeah.
Like that's all they need to do is just figure it out. Quit arguing about it. Toast pair products. That's cool. And they allow you to buy cryptocurrencies. Like inside the POS. Tons of integrations. Oh my gosh. That thing's crazy. I don't see anything about like crypto payments though, but it's probably somewhere in there. They got like tons of extra stuff in there. That's pretty cool though. I mean, it's coming everywhere. I mean, it's at this point, it's just as simple as rolling out updates and informing the person. Oh, accept payments for food at the restaurant. Okay, even better. Even better. I dig it.
Ralph Cooper. He's like, anybody else hear about any kind of pump on Chainlink? It's like, no.
No. I mean, Chainlink was getting hit with like some scammy stuff, but they seemed to pull out of it. Oh, dang, big pump chart. Dang. There we go. It's 24 hours, so there's yesterday. Month. 779 to a high of $8. Almost a dollar pump. It's pretty good. Out of nowhere. I mean, that's like the same with like everything right now, dude. Like everything looks shot up out of nowhere.
Oh yeah,
like
because
Ethereum
Bitcoin made a good move.
Like stupid XRP like shot up out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like Chainlink bump, Stellar bump, Tezos bump, Ethereum Classic kind of bump, Neo bump, QOB token, dude. Look at that, just rocking. Past what, 24 hours is 7%. Dude, look at Doji. Look at Doji, man. Doji's up 16%, man.
Damn.
Doji moving it. Zcash, dude, 16%. Of course, I'm looking at like the mineable ones, but like last 24 hours, dude. Gosh. So I mean, Dogecoin, Zcash, Celsius, dude. Way to go, Celsius. Ethereum, Gross XRP, Stellar, Horizon. You know what I mean? Like Bitcoin pumped and everything else is coming around right behind.
There was somebody sitting on the sideline going, "Now it's time."
Hold up, Chris Anderson. How you doing, buddy? Let's see. Graffiti says, look at MY. My bit token. Goodness gracious.
Getting lost over there, huh?
That's crazy, dude. Here, I'll show y'all. This is what Richard Heath is talking about. Right? My bit token, dude. Last 24 hours. 135%. How was that not even on the top 24-hour gainers? It's too big of a POS coin for them to say anything.
Probably they're like, yeah, no.
Just, whoa. Jeez. Double. You double your money if whatever you were in right here. Doubled your money. Nuts. That's crazy.
Gundy's like, dump that poop.
Yeah. Yeah. I've made a killing in the last 3 days. Oh, dude, nice. Nice. Hopefully you had some of that coin. Bitcoin Cash up 6.66%. That's funny.
Oh yeah.
Oh, marking you down, Gundy. Marking you down. Yep. FA. FA. Everybody's up. Everybody pumping. Hash rate's up.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. Golly, dude.
Whoa, he's spreading out that hate over there. He's got that haterade going.
Giving you 2 marks because you said that. 2 marks, Gundy. Eat on that one. Oh, yeah. What else? What else we got?
He wants to make sure there's a giveaway next week.
He says you gotta let that hate out in your heart.
Right here's drinking
Golly,
a cool drink
haterade.
Haterade.
Such anger, says Ralph Cooper. Last piece of puzzle, hate. The bear says, alrighty then. He's funding the giveaway himself.
And the gun.
Space Ego says 300 block reorg. Was that related to the tweet explaining nothing a couple days ago? I mean, yeah, we had already talked about all of that. Like this whole chat has been about it, but yeah, there's a 300 block reorg. 300 blocks were mined for or 3,000 blocks were mined for about 12 hours. Gundy, jeez. For about 12 hours. They were all orphaned. But guy made money. Hasn't sold any of it. But made 13,000 Ethereum Classic off of it. About $108,000 USD. Because he was mining to a different chain.
And Jason Osborne is like, if Bitcoin hits 100K, what would you guys do with all that crypto?
I'd put it into the Family Mine LLC. And buy...
Brilliant.
I'm gonna evolve it when I say it. Ready? And buy some A6.
Oh, you heard it here. Oh yeah, it would all go into the mine.
Oh man, it's bad. I gotta take a drink and taste something now.
It was right where my mind went. It would all go into the mine.
Even the wife knows.
Jason says, by the way, you guys are awesome. Keep up the good work and keep up making good videos. Thank you, Jason Osborne. We appreciate it. Thank you for sticking around, watching the videos. We appreciate it.
I mean, okay.
Last piece says Lambo. He says, like Peter, I wouldn't even buy Mark of the Devil A6.
See, I don't agree with that. That whole Mark of the Devil A6. Okay. So. I mean, this is my viewpoint on it, okay? The more secure networks are going to be the corporate players. Is going to be your most secured network. Whether those corporate players used to be home miners that work their ways up, or they are just straight up corporate players, they're going to be the ones that are going to dominate on Bitcoin and all the others. Then you have FPGAs being the step down, where they're not hitting the most biggest payout coins.
They're
But
not
they're-
like extremely efficient, but they're more efficient, but they're still swappable.
And the GPUs and the CPUs are going to be there for the at-home miner to test out the new networks. So
I
that's,
agree.
I mean, that's just how I look at it. And if you're wanting to expand, you can't do it on certain hardware. I mean, you can. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you want to be like, I'm staying loyal to the very bitter end.
It's like the Volkswagen family. I mean, I guess if you want to scale, you have to go A6.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far either.
It's really hard to scale GPUs.
It
But
just takes a little more.
It takes more manpower because you gotta keep up with the maintenance, keep up with extra dust, replacing fans, troubleshooting a rig when something goes wrong. Because
no, you just set them up.
They're GPUs, you know what I mean? Sometimes things just get wonky for any weird reason, you know. And when you have thousands of GPUs, like that takes time and people. And if you're trying to scale efficiently and effectively, I mean,
Genesis Mining. I'll take for instance. They have implemented a huge GPU farm. I mean, it is scalable, but like you're saying, it takes a little bit more manpower because
I just had my riser quit on a 5700 like last week. Dude, like imagine 1,000 GPUs, and you know, the most effectively.
One's from Squirrel, and the trace blew up on it.
You know, effectively on a 8 GPU, like you can put 8 GPUs on a rig, right? That efficiently and effectively, you want to go 7. Effectively, you still want to leave that one slot open for any mishaps. So 7 GPUs per rig, and you have thousands of them, and say you have like multiples go out, and you got to troubleshoot the rig to figure out what it is. You got 7 GPUs, you got to figure out what's wrong. You know, it could be one of the risers died, it could be a plethora of things, and you got to like figure it out. So
right, I've had risers where the LEDs were still working, but the risers were dead. I've had ones that the LEDs quit working on it, and it was mining away still without any issues. So
Gris says, when the FM LLC starts, can y'all hire me part-time? Now, if I'm not mistaken, you do networking, right? You work for a networking company, right? I'm pretty mistaken that's what you do. Tech Man says it's all about the balance. Yeah, it is. Telecom, electronic. See, oh yeah, all right. So then, yeah, for sure, you can run some data line. Data line is, you know, fun.
Space is like not a fair assessment. You could choose not to troubleshoot your FPGAs. You can choose not to troubleshoot your GPU rig. Yeah, these are choices you make.
Yeah. Yes, Spacey says using risers at scale is a terrible idea. I mean, yeah, but I mean,
they make riserless
the riserless
motherboards.
Boards are good to an extent.
Depends
on how you want to run things.
You're cutting costs down if you do it that way. Is the big thing, because you don't have the cost. You're buying a motherboard that everything slots into versus having to worry about a PCIe riser.
Yeah, but if something shorts out on the board, is it going to take out the whole board, or is it going to take out a single lane?
It'll just take out a single lane. It's just risers built right into it, so they're just nabbing it in. It'll yank the rig down, so you'll have to unslot it and figure out which slot's the issue.
The various isn't rig failing. Time to sell that rig. Jason Osborne says, if I was going to go build GPU rig, which system would be easier for beginners, Linux or Windows? To be honest,
It depends on your...
going Linux, if you're going to go like headless and running like a system like Hive or something like that, that would be the easiest.
Well, I mean, you can, in all fairness, you can do that on Windows too, but you're going to be running Windows Server, you're going to be remoting into it, setting it up all like that.
I don't even know if I agree with that, Grits. Grits says rave. I don't know if I would even agree with that. I've had a lot of issues.
Yeah, I have issues with that. I'd use Hive or Simple Miner OS. And Simple Miner OS, you're paying for it right off the bat. It's $2 a rig per month per rig.
Techman says, go old school if you ever come into a lot of money, lots of money on a low yield CDs. Better for residential interest income instead of burning through your money.
We got that now, in there, 2188. Yo.
What up, nerd? Now, Techman. Yes, that's true. But even as a company getting money, you have things like Celsius now, and even Celsius facilitates businesses. So, more money than a CD would earn you.
Yep.
In my opinion.
Jason's like, how is my Monero mining going with the Raspberry Pi? I have relocated the Pi off of my desk over to by my TV that I never use anymore.
I don't think he was asking about scaling, though, Nefarious. But yeah, I figure you can't scale on Windows, that's for sure.
No.
Wasting your time.
Yeah. But my Monero on the Pi, it's going pretty good. I got the Pi overclocked to 2 gigahertz, and it gets like between 111 to 115 hash a second on XMR, and then on the high side it sees like 123 hash a second on the very, very high side when it spikes.
So it comes down to risk. If I'm making it, I'm not risking it. Yeah. Crypto says, I'm out, guys. Have a good night. He says, Gundy stuff and things. Deep breaths, friend. Deep breaths. Some gravy, baby, says Gundy. The more they print money, the more my bond's worth. Yeah. Inflation bonds.
Nice.
It's true. Making more staking than I ever did with the bank. Amen to that. I've been staking, with like Redcoin for quite a while, so I've been making more than a bank would have made me for quite a while.
You see, back in the day, and it's going back a ways too, the banks would actually give the people who saved money with them at the bank good rates. Man. Great rates.
ADA went live today, didn't they? Is that today?
Oh yeah, is that today?
It's today, or yes, today's the 1st. So.
Yeah, today's the 1st.
So ADA went live today. Shelly.
Oh yeah.
Staking ETH would be cool if I had spared $20,000, but you don't have to stake on Ethereum. 2 days ago. Okay. You don't have to stake on Ethereum. You know what I mean? You can go and stake on, like Celsius, and you would get, I think it's like 4%. And that's more than you would get staking on Ethereum. He's already stated that you're going to get probably less than 3% staking on Ethereum.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Hey, like Nerd says, you can stake ADA with 10 coins minimum. Right. You can go on to Celsius, and Of course, you got a KYC. I don't know. Do you have to KYC with ADA, or is it just? Yeah. Do you know, nerd? Oh, you live in New York? If you live in New York, I don't know if you can use Celsius. Daddy as well. Okay. Cool. I mean, I have ADA in there, so I guess I'll just turn that bad boy on.
Yes, you are right, Crypto Mining Lifer.
Panda.
Oh, Panda.
Panda. Yeah. Crypto miners, I hate New York. So crypto unfriendly. And isn't that like the funniest thing, because a lot of the crypto companies are based in New York? It's kind of funny how that works, right? Jack Mance's Panda Dance. Gotta love the Panda Dance. There is nothing but promises from ETH. 0 pools exist. Correct. There are no pools yet. I know, right? Yeah, I know, right? It's funny how that works. What up, Serpent? How you doing, buddy?
What's up? What's up?
Space GY4. He says I can use Celsius. Awesome. Good. 436 pools on 88 today. Nice.
Not bad, not bad.
It takes out 1,088 to start a pool. Correct. Yeah,
Crazy times. Oh yeah.
It's more decentralized than Bitcoin right now. Yeah. Because many of the main banks are in New York and don't want to adopt crypto. I mean, but now they're allowed to, so.
Yeah, Fed gave them green light, so that it's gonna make it easy for the next run to have some kind of market momentum and actually be able to sustain it this time. I think. Everybody says this market feels different this time.
So, it's a good question. Space G, he says, I was told that I should use Crux Pool for Ethereum mining instead of Ethermine. Since Crux Pools pays out per share, is the difference worth switching? So, for Ethereum, I'll pull this up right now. Ethermine is paid per last known share, PPLNS. Crux Pool.
I always thought that's just how you had to set it up.
Crux Pool is paid per share at 1%. Bro, but they haven't had a block in 5 hours on Ethereum. Haven't had a block in 5 hours, and they only have 100 gigahashes on Crux Pool. Ethermine is 1% as well, but it's paid per last known share, and they hit a block 2 minutes ago. So I will tell you, in my personal opinion, not worth the problem. Not worth the switch. You may make more, but you're not going to get paid out as fast, and you may not get paid out really much, because there's hardly anybody on that pool. It's possible.
Yeah.
Serpent, be safe, buddy. He says, sorry, I'm out in Mexico again every weekend, except for the weekend of each of the month. Yeah. Have fun. Be safe.
Uh-oh. Red Panda's got the ASIC bug now. He's secretly wanting more.
Gross. Dude, get an F2. I need to get into the family mine. Hey, buddy. Well, you know you're welcome. Anytime.
For sure.
Nerd says I need more ADA relay and validator nodes because I feel like I'm mining Bitcoin all over again, but with proof of stake. Good times, man. Good times. Thank you for the informative answer. You're very welcome. I hope that answers you. I don't know if that's how you feel, Nim, but that's my answer.
Sounded good.
Terrible. Red pen is here to get future bit Apollo for node badge 3. Think you can get an F2. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, unless you got like some crazy cheap electric, no Bitcoin.
Or reach out to Talon, you know, like reach out to Talon, see if they'll give you the FPGA. They wouldn't give one to us, but maybe they'll give one to you.
Yeah, we're not cool enough.
No, not cool enough according to them.
Right.
Not at all. Probably hit up hash altcoin. Hit up Lily from the hash altcoin. Panda. She might be able to steer you in the right direction. You are cool, Panda. Your subscriber account says so.
Right.
I don't know who you're trying to fool. You may still feel...
The panda is so humble.
Yeah. Where's the LOL? Yeah. Subscriber count says otherwise, my sir. Just a second. The red panda rock. That's right, he does rock.
Too funny.
If anybody's any questions, you can go ahead and fire away. Ralph Cooper Life says, I just like being that guy. I love you being that guy. My YouTube title's Outreach More because I upload every day. That's why I have more subs. Yeah. Has a lot to do with it. And especially at the right time. Timing has a lot to do with it too. Nefarious says he's too cool for FPGA nonsense. I just want to buy a BCU, but nobody wants to sell one to me. It's alright, Serpent. Have fun, buddy.
I know they'll sell a whole bunch of broken ones, but they don't want to sell ones that work.
Dave Coins, great question. He says, how do you decide to keep mining as a hobby? Like after your 5 rigs, maybe better to open a business? Thoughts on what you guys do? So, you know, mining as a hobby is still, even like trying to go and run this as a business is still like a hobby for me.
Right. Yeah,
that's not gonna change. But you have to realize that at some point when you go scale like that, you're not mining for yourself. At least for a while, you're not, because you got investors. Some of those investors will probably take equity. Some investors won't even want their money back. They just want equity of your company, so they'll forever make money. So I mean, if they start taking equity, then you're never truly mining for yourself. You're not keeping any of that Bitcoin. You know what I mean? You're selling a lot of it to pay off a loan or to pay off electricity. You'll get to keep some of it, but not all of it, especially for a while. That's my personal opinion. Once you pay off like all your loans and stuff, it's more for yourself. But growing at a sizable rate to keep it as a hobby for yourself would be very smart. Would have been very smart while the market was down. Just my 2 cents on that. What's your answer now?
It's you pretty much, you got to sit there and think of at what point in time have you grown outside the means of your own house. And what I mean by that is like, at what point in time does it start bothering your pocketbook trying to pay the electric bill? If you never hit that point and you can fork out $1,000 a month and just pure electric, and that's it, then you can forever keep doing it. You know, if you're content with that. If you're like everybody out there, at some point you're going to sit there and you're going to flip and you're going to start looking at it as a business. And as a business, you've got to be the most competitive. You know, I mean, mining's already competitive, but now you got to be competitive with efficiency. So as you do that, a lot of miners that I've seen locally around me, they haggle with the electric company the best they can, drop their residential down as low as possible. That's step one usually. And then step two is you start looking for the cheapest commercial building humanly possible that you can get the commercial rate and drop your electric rate just a little bit more. And you can continue, you can sit there and if you're cool with that the building is costing you money, you got the taxes on it, insurance on the building. At some point in time, you're going to be like, man, I need to keep a little bit more of my money. And now you go, okay, you start looking at industrial. Because you're like, oh my God, the industrial rate, cool. Oh, that's nice. High demand, high usage. You watch the price of your electric really start coming down. But then you start seeing areas that like are not very favorited, kind of off the beaten path. All of a sudden, those areas are getting a little bit better rates. So you start scouring everywhere to try to find that like glory hole of electric. And once you find that, then you're like, oh man, now I gotta sit here and figure out if I can move into it, if I got the money for it. And then you're like, oh, I don't have the money. I have this dream. It's bigger than my pocketbook. Right. Great. And at this point, you start running into new learning curves, trying to set up something that much bigger. And that is something that we are walking down that pathway right now. Is that we kind of looked at each other, we're like, getting a commercial building, if we want to step up further, we need something that we can grow into. Makes more sense to just go down the rabbit hole of getting in an industrial building and go, if I build it, they will come.
So he said it makes sense. I'm trying to scroll up a little bit. He says, how about just a business for a solo owner? He goes, for myself and ride off. He goes, thanks for the info. You guys rock as people and miners. I appreciate it, AveCoins. My personal opinion, if you start scaling up enough to where you like take Hash Raptor for an example. Love what he's doing with what he's done. That needs to be written off as a business. My personal standpoint. needs to be written off as a business expense. Take yourself out of that equation. It's better, and you're less liable. And you own no crypto. If you want to get real about it, you don't own it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right.
All it needs to really be said too, because it's like so true. Oh, Gundy.
Three-phase, you want to get a building that you got three-phase going to it. If
More
you're
or
going to do
less.
in a building.
Yeah.
Because
Depends on how big you're gonna go. It's not so much the three-phase; it's just the amount of electricity that you can pull through the three-phase lines.
right. And it's
So you got more than one wire.
yeah, and you can draw more amperage off of it.
For real. Panda, did Vinny ever message you? Because Vinny never messaged me. I need Vinny to message me. This is great. I'll have slight more chances to win. I have three-phase at my shop. There you go, dude. You won already. You won like months ago, but just didn't know it. Or maybe you did know it.
Right, because I run all of my equipment 220. That is
Super old compressor.
That's single phase. That's basically single phase. Dual terminal. That's all it is. 240 volt is not technically two phase. It's either single phase or three phase.
Yep. You can still have single phase 240.
Yeah.
Very common. It's all about the wire.
Yep.
That's all it really boils down to.
Yeah, 240 helps load balance. That's what's nice about it. That's why a lot of people refer to it as being cleaner energy, more efficient energy.
You're correct, Gundy. There's nothing wrong with single phase 240 at a home level. Nope, nothing wrong at all. It's just that a scale is better running three phase because you can bring in more power through three phase lines.
Right, the three phase you're still stepping it down. You know.
Yeah, you're still gonna step it down, but it's just the amount of power that you can bring into that building. Yeah. Meant to go negative to Vinny. Dang Vinny, man. Yeah, you need PDUs for $40, man. Ridiculous.
Oh God. Yeah, don't. Yeah, dude, man, I've been looking at these.
No, dude, you don't even understand. It's right down the street from you. There's a data center going out of business.
Oh,
Right down the street from you. Right down the street.
We should be eating that up.
They need to message me. And I'm giving you the address. And you're gonna go there and see what you can grab. Yeah. It was a 30 amp. No, yeah, that one was a 30 amp.
Cause like I've been looking for like 710 kVA power distribution panels. It's like, oh my God, some of that stuff.
All the PDUs, please. How big facility? How many watts? I don't know, man. It's not that I want to get into their business. There's stuff that they're selling all their stuff. I don't want in there, so that they're selling everything. You know what I mean? So, like,
And Varys is like, if I ever get paid, I'll go with you.
it was crazy. Let's see if I can pull it up first.
Yeah, and it's like, and then you have to wonder what kind of what kind of equipment's is left at this point, because usually the good stuff gets sold off right away.
It was a metered PDU, 30 amp, 208 volt, and it was a 15. It was a 15 on each side per rail. And they were separated. Dude, it was super sexy. Super sexy. What's this thing? This bad boy, man.
How many amp is that? 30 amper?
30 amp. 30 amp.
I got mine.
15 and 15.
I got mine for cheaper than that.
It's $40. They're selling them for $40 from the places that are going out of business.
Yeah.
$40, bro, for a 30 amp PDU.
That's what I've got. I've got two of them, and I was under $100 for sure. I was probably like right around $60 shipped.
Savage was looking at it, and because they have like Ethernet terminals. They have like controllable capabilities. You can remote them. Like, they're remotable. You could turn stuff off remotely.
Huh. That's interesting.
Which is like super cool. And it's only $40. Yeah. Dude. Bro. Serpent. Serpent Michael. I know, man. Dude, I know. He was on Serpent's channel this morning talking to us about it. And Serpent was asking me a question, and I got like 100% distracted because Vinny was talking about the data center that was out of business. Yeah. Want free DC equipment? Go work at co-locations for 6 months. Right. Bruh, take our money. Right, Vinny?
Yeah, Gundy's like, when they leave, man, they leave so much hardware behind.
Yeah, they can't take it.
And I know people who've gotten free cabinets and stuff. I'm like, dude, that's a nice server cabinet. Wow.
My server cabinet, yeah, I got it for free. What?
So that they goes from floor to ceiling.
It's like a $400 or $500 cabinet. $399, baby.
Right.
If anybody has any other questions, shoot them in.
Before we sign off.
Yeah. Panis, I need like 3 to 4 of those. Right. Cooper says that looks fire.
I know, it's like I would like to get a server case because like I have a bunch of server stuff already to go into some. I mean, I wouldn't fill it out at first, but
right,
damn.
But they're shutting down. They shut down. So I mean, you know what I mean? Right. I was like, let's go up there in Chicago, and I was like, well, I know somebody that's close to there. Hey, thank you, Gundy. He says you guys rock. Thanks for the stream. Appreciate it, Gundy. Appreciate it. Mikkel, Nim, Vlog, the Family Mind setup and stuff. Oh, of course.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's the ultimate plan and goal. But, I mean, there's just, like, a lot of stuff, like business stuff that I just don't want to film. And
yeah, some of the stuff
it's
that's
boring. Except for the stuff I'm doing now is boring.
And there may be NDA agreements and stuff, so, yeah. But the mine? Yeah, let's say how to construct the mine.
A 1,000 part video, please.
Right.
For sure. Yes, shout out to all of the fellow YouTubers that have helped us grow. We appreciate it. He's not kidding, 1,000 plus videos. Yep, just like 10, 15-minute videos.
This is how we're setting them up on the shelf. This is how we seal them up.
Yep. Yeah, so excited. So many, yeah, dude. So many NDAs. You have no idea. So many things that talked about, learned in the past like 4 months, 4 to 6 months. Like, I can't even talk about half of it. It's cool. Life's fine. Feels like the FPGA community. Can't talk about anything.
Right.
Would you ever do a cool GPU mining rig build off? Dude, I wish. If we had the funds to do a GPU build off,
right, where we just get a whole bunch of brand new parts. Oh god.
Just like, hey, like you gotta build a GPU rig, I gotta build a GPU rig, hash drag, who's gonna hash the fastest? Ready, go.
Maybe get the wives in on it.
The ultimate rig build offs.
Right. And then we test the wives. We'll get a brand new rig set up for them, and they got to put it together and make it hash.
Later, Serpent.
Please. That would be funny.
TechNice is waiting on a YouTuber to build a frame rig enclosed with diamond plate. That'd be funny. I don't know why you would, but
that'd be so heavy.
It's expensive.
Yeah, that too. Well,
are we allowed to coach? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I've got a full sheet of diamond plate.
Airflow better. I don't know about maybe.
No, all it is, if you can get like a 4U server case, 4 server,
it's all about airflow, man.
Yeah, 3 or 4 server flans on there, and you'll.
I don't know, man. We about to touch 12K right now. I know what you're talking.
I would take the fan shrouds off. And just let the air, you don't even need to run fans on these things. Just let the air move as quickly across the coolers as possible. It's like I'm looking at trying to get myself my hands onto a server case myself, a 4U, so that I can start mining in a server case. Yeah.
Hit up Clutch. I think he's selling a bunch of those server cases. I think. I am not mistaken. Because he has a lot of them. Later, Ralph Cooper. And I will thank you guys. Well, Tech Man. Oh, dude, yeah. They make badass cases.
Noxua. Or Nano Zio, or I can't pronounce that.
Dude, they have awesome stuff.
Yeah, I've been looking at getting everything into server cases. I really like these. These are really cool. Yeah. It's sold out of the one, the big one there. It's sold out. $200. It's like, oh.
So, I'm sure they have some sitting somewhere. Contact them, man.
Right. Yeah.
Support. Contact us. Copied. Messaged.
Received.
And he says my rig is in a server case. Cards on server, power board on PCI ATX. Awesome. AC, he says, what's up, boys? Am I late for the party? Never late, but I mean a little bit.
Right, right.
Oh, Red Panda says I want one. He goes, but they can't ship to me because I'm assuming this is in Canada.
Probably.
Dig Deep Miner says I have the Nox suit, whatever. The company is local to me. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Score. Alright. Anybody else have any other questions?
Right, right. Just out of curiosity, I would like to know, with that many GPUs on a mining rig, how good the gaming aspect of those graphics cards would be combined.
Well, you can't, like, you couldn't run all of them together anyway. You could only, like, really do at least two.
Yeah, you can put them in the SLI mode and with the SLI cable.
Yeah.
I think you can SLI up to like 4. But once you SLI them, they can't mine until you undo the cord on there because of the way that the software starts to load balance between the two.
Is that still a thing? No, it's not still a thing. Because there's not really any benefit to it anymore. I mean, maybe. If you're gonna VR. If you're gonna VR on a mining rig, yeah. You'd benefit there. That'd be about, I think, as far as you would benefit. Hey. Grit says Tether wallets. Any y'all can recommend? I mean, a lot of the third-party wallets, I wouldn't recommend Coinomi, but I think Zelcore supports Tether. That'd be a good way to store your Tether. Stored in Celsius, I guess. But you'd have to KYC to do that, so probably don't want to do that. Yeah, Zelcore. And you got to make sure you realize which tether you're sending, because there's 2 different chains of tether. You got the Omni layer of tether, and then you have ERC20 tether. And you can't send non-ERC20 to ERC20. It don't work like that. You'll lose your tether. They're not cross-chainable, which makes no sense whatsoever. I don't understand why you would do that. As a coin, make 2 different chains and not make them, you know, intertwinable. Fast AI. Have you guys ever tried that before? I have not. So it's like
Tech Man's like
sharing your GPU hash power, but cloud computing.
Tech Man's like you can get get in one of those dimensions of the holes in the Veta frame, and Home Depot has diamond plate that he can cut and fit into channels.
Yeah. Thickness I can measure for you when I'm in my basement tomorrow. There you go.
The only thing that I like about like using this, I mean, two things I like about the server case ideas. One, they move air pretty rapidly in a smaller condensed package, so things stay a little bit cooler. And they give you a better form factor so that you can actually stack a bunch of GPUs next to each other in a smaller area. So it just helps dense everything up. I've got them on the Veta frames, but man, those Veta frames take up serious real estate.
That's fun.
So,
Alright, guys. Well,
all
we're gonna roll out of here.
right, guys, for Sheezy. I guess with that, we'll definitely see you all on the next one. Yo.
Later, guys.
Stream Deck's being a little glitchy. It doesn't want to switch over now, so it's gonna take it a second before it switches over here, and it's gonna do it automatically all by itself because it's being slow.